Hi, good morning, guys. This is me again, Miss Kamcharing from Ecological Hills, as I'm doing BD course in Theological College here in Serampore, which is located in Kolkata. Today, I want to talk about something that is very, very related to all of us as we live a Christian life. Not only for theological students, it's very much important for everyone who is out there. So, without any delay, let's dive into the topic, which I have called a theological response to ecological crisis. Today, I stand before you to speak about something that touches all of us, our relationship with God's creation and our duty to protect it. As we face a growing environmental crisis, we must ask ourselves, what does our faith tell us about caring for the earth? Let me begin with a simple truth. When God created the earth, He saw that it was good. The trees, the rivers, the animals, the skies, everything was met with purpose and love. He then gave humans a special role to be the caretakers of this beautiful art, not to rule over it harshly, but to tend to it like a careful gardener. But look around us today. The rivers are getting polluted, the trees are disappearing, the air in our cities is becoming hard to breathe. Animals are losing their homes. The earth, our common home, is crying out in pain. Some might ask, why should people of faith care about environmental issues? The answer lies in understanding that everything is connected. When we harm nature, we harm ourselves. When we protect nature, we honor God's creation. The Bible tells us even the smallest sparrow matters to God. If God cares so much about a tiny bird, how much more must He care about the destruction of the entire forests and oceans? Our faith tells us about stewardship, being responsible caretakers. As we will not hurt someone's house if they trusted us to look after it, we should not destroy the art that God has entrusted to us. Every time we waste water, every time we carelessly throw away the plastic, every time we choose conveniences over conversion, we fail we fail in our duties as a steward. But still there is hope because our faith also teaches us about renewal and redemption. If just as God can make everything new, we too can change our ways. We can simply choose to live more, like simply doing. We can reduce what we use, we can reuse what we have, and we can recycle what we don't need. These aren't just environmental actions; they are also spiritual practices that show our respect for God's creation. King of Saint Francis of Assisi, who called all creatures his brothers and sisters, he understood that the sun, the moon, the earth, the water, they are not just resources to use, but gifts to cherish. We need we need this kind of spiritual wisdom today more than ever. What can we do as a people of faith? First, we must pray, not just with words, but with actions. When we save water, we do pray. When we plant a tree, we do pray. When we choose to work instead of drive, we pray. Every every environmental action become a form of worship. Second, we must teach others, especially our children, to see secrets in nature. Help them to understand that protecting the environment is not just about saving a polar bear or cleaning up the bridges. It's about honoring God's creation. Third, we must work together. Environmental problems can be seem too big for one person to solve. But remember, Noah didn't need to stop the flood. He just needed to build the ark. Each of us can do our own part, and together we can make a difference. Let me end with a story. Once there was a man walking along the beach covered with thousands of starfish that have washed up on the shore. He saw a child picking up the starfish one by one. and throwing them back into the ocean. Why bother? The man asked. There are too many. You can't make a difference. The child started picking up again. The child started picking up the starfish and threw them back into the sea and said, "I made a difference to that one." We might not be able to solve all environmental problems at once, but each of us can do something like plant a tree, use less plastic, teach a child about nature, because every action matters, every choice counts. Remember, caring for creation is not just about saving the earth. It's about being faithful to God's call. It's about leaving a better place for our children. It's about showing through our actions that we do believe that this earth is a gift from God. So, let us rise to this challenge with faith, hope, and love. Let us be the caretaker God called us to be. This earth is our common home, and its future is in our hands. Thank you. Again, see you in the next video. I'll bring another topic which will be related to our theological journey. And for now, see you. Bye bye. Thank you for watching.